Time,
This
okay?
conference will now be recorded.
Instead of waiting for those people, we will continue for this session. Okay, to just brief me about myself, and this is Raju Venkata. I have total 12 years of IT experience completely in the data warehousing. I have worked for different ETL tools and different databases. Okay, so as of now, I'm working for one of the MNC in from Hyderabad location for the US client. So from last 3.5 years, I'm working for the Snowflake as a technical lead and the architect wise. So here, I just want to here be to give the brief description about myself, and we will going to be continue few more concepts in the Snowflake as well. I will show you the what are the topics we're going to cover in the Snowflake, right? So before going that, I just want to just maybe you want to give me the brief about yourself. You want to give the your introduction yourself, Devi Kumar and Muniraja.
Yeah, hi Raju. This is Devi Kumar. Currently, totally I have eight plus years of experience in telecom network planning and designing. 6 plus years. Currently, I'm working as a functional consultant. The telecom GS applications development.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you're related to the IT department, or you're not related to the IT?
Yeah, currently, I'm related to IT Raju.
Okay,
Product development. Currently, I'm working in product development as a
that's
functional consultant.
okay. So curious to know, like, do you know any expertise in data warehousing or something else, or any different technologies you're
Yeah.
working with?
No, no, no. Actually, I have learned a talent tool, ETL tool.
Okay, right. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, for that. So after that, for that extension, I'm going to this Snowflake.
That's good. That's good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Thank you,
Yeah,
Deviraj. It's nice to meet you here. We have fun session here. Like with the next 30 days, we're going to know the complete Snowflake systems, what is Snowflake and how it is going to be operated, how it is going to be benefited, and what are the clients and how it is going to be rule the world. Okay, I will give
yeah,
my
yeah,
best for you.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
you're
Thank
always
you.
welcome to ask your questions at any time in the class, right?
Yeah, sure.
That's good. Thank you, Dev Kumar. And can you go for the Muniraja?
Uh, Good afternoon. This is Raja. So I'm from Chennai actually. So I was working into the MNC. I have 10 plus years of experience in business intelligence. Now currently I was working in. So my requirement is actually my client has been migrated to Snowflake and BBB tool. So I was basically a Power BI developer and SSAS developer also. So SSIS also I have worked. I have ETL tools also I have worked. So complete end to end we are working right now. So we are into migrating projects right now as of now.
That's good,
Yeah.
Muniraja. I think there is some little bit distribution from your background.
Yes, yes. So some I was outside. That's why
Okay.
I kept keeping mute. I will ask further.
That's fine. That's fine. No problem. No problem. No problem. You can go for mute so that we'll continue the class. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dev Kumar and Munraja. I just got the confirmation from the institute. Like a few other people also is going to be join from the for the class. Okay. So for the time being, I just go to the content. Like what are the topics we're going to cover in this training. Okay. So for the time being,
Hi Raju, please continue the session.
yeah, please.
There
Thank
might
you.
be some network issue on some persons,
Okay.
so we will send to demo video.
That right. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
So okay, coming to the class, like see, we are here to know about the Snowflake. What is the Snowflake, and what are the key functionalities are available in the Snowflake, and what are the benefits we are going to get by using the Snowflake and all. Okay, so for that one, maybe this is the content of the course, like completely Snowflake. We're going to cover all these topics. Okay, so initially it's going to be do for the introduction class, and what is the background of the Snowflake, and what is exactly the Snowflake, and how the architecture and components are built uh, to build the Snowflake database systems, and how the billing and pricing is happening, what are the micro partitioning and data clustering is going to be done, and how it is going to be differentiate with the remaining cloud technologies. Like we have n number of cloud technologies in the market, and how it is going to be differentiated if you use the Snowflake, right? and what are the why is the best place to place the data in Snowflake. Okay, instant and unlimited scalability, minimal management, instant and live data sharing, secure data sharing, time travel of data, zero copy data cloning, built-in disaster recovery, okay, support of different file formats, and what are the users in the Snowflake. And we are going to discuss about structured and semi-structured data like JSON, XML data and structure like TXT, CSVs, and everything, and what are the caches are available, and the command interface. What is the SQL, which is nothing but the command interface. How you're going to execute the statements using the command interface, and what's the use of this SQL. Database replications, how the data is going to be replicated, and loading and unloading and continuous load methodology to load the complete batch processing. Okay, and bulk loading, not in a single file. Maybe you're going to load n number of files in a single shot, and we're going to use the flexibility of Amazon S3 as a placeholder for the files, and from there itself we're going to get the data. And the snow pipe, which is nothing but the continuous load methodology, and it's not we're going to provide the snowflake snow pipe demo as well, and unloading. So once the data is loaded into the tables, from there itself how you're going to get the data from the tables, and Snowpipe fetches copy statements, and Snowflake connectivity with reports, Snowflake data security and access controls, types of tables and all. So this is overall concept, overall content of the content of the course. We're going to discuss each and every topic of this course for the next 1 month. Okay, each and everything I'm going to provide clear description about the topic, and I'm going to provide each and every SQL statements how you're going to be executed in the Snowflake database systems and all, right? So this is about the course, and coming to the background of the Snowflake, right? So maybe do you think Snowflake is any other different technologies? It's completely related to the database system. Snowflake is one of the cloud data warehouse. Okay, so coming to for initial steps, like what is data warehousing? Okay, maybe Muniraja know about the data warehousing. Maybe he has worked in some SSAs and all those things.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. But
okay,
MS
yeah.
SQL type
So
I
then,
had.
right. And in the class, I just want to, and I need to justify for all the students who knows the data warehousing and who doesn't know this data warehousing. Okay, that's really good. Muniraju knows the data warehousing and how the loads is everything ever happening, and that's really fine for me. And maybe I just want to justify for the remaining students as well, for Devi Kumar and maybe few other people, right? Few other people also there. It's disconnected or what? We are there, right?
Ah, yes, Venkat.
Yeah,
Yes, Venkat.
yeah, yeah.
Actually,
So,
yeah, I don't know about data warehousing. I have learned, but I don't have any real-time experience.
okay. No worries that Devi Kumar, I'm there for you. Okay, that's what I'm telling to Munraj as well, right? So maybe few in the class, like if you 10 students are there, few people know the data warehousing and few people doesn't know the data warehousing. That's not a matter for us. Like, see, we are here to learn what exactly it means and how it is going to be benefited for us, and how what are the technologies we're going to use for the data warehousing and all. Okay, I'm happy to assist you to make you as an expertise in the data warehousing as well. Okay, don't worry. To start the course, I just want to give what is exactly the data warehousing, right? So here is the definition. Like, data warehousing is a process for collecting and managing data from various sources to provide meaningful business insights. A data warehouse is a typical load to connect and analyze business data from heterogeneous sources. The data warehouse is the core of BI systems, which is built for data analysis and reporting. So what did it exactly mean? Okay, for the time being, just take an example of what will take, like any of the banking system, right? Any of the banking system, like let us take in as SBI. Like we all the people know SBI very well, and SBI is doing every day lot many operations, like millions of data transactions is going to be happen, right? So why exactly data warehousing is required for the current world, right? For example, I'm the one of the customer in the banking, and I have one single record in the bank, like stating that might be Raju Venkata, the contact number, the account number, the address, and the balance information, everything, right? So that information should be stored somewhere in the servers, which is nothing but the data warehousing, right? So if one of the customer in the data warehousing, if I one of the customer in the SBI bank, so my complete information should be stored somewhere else. For example, maybe if you have your own laptop and you just stored your personal information, stating that your account numbers, your pin numbers, and your contact number, something else, and everything should be stored in a Excel format, right? You're going to store all this information into the Excel format in this way. Like, see, let me open the Excel for you, right? As a system analyst, like, if you we are very useful to use this laptops and desktops, right? So most probably we all people know what is Excel and how it is going to be benefit for us, right? Excel is the one of the placeholder to place the data, right? We are going to place the data in Excel in a meaningful way, in a structured way, right? See, let me open. It's not opening. Okay, see here, if you take it an example, okay, here in the Excel, we're going to store n number of information in a meaningful way. So when I ask some information like what is the information about the channel ID of 9964899, I can able to get all this information, right? Which is going to be stored in your personal laptop, and whenever it required, we're going to retrieve that information. But let us assume in this way, maybe if your organization contains millions of records on every day, okay, if you, are you able to put that information in Excel? No. Why? Because Excel has the limitation, and that it cannot be give the very good performance if your data is exceeded in a millions of records. So what we'll do, so we want to put that information in a server, which is nothing but the data warehousing in a tabular format. Like, see, if it is a 10 lakhs records of 10 lakhs records, we're going to place that information in a simple Excel, and we're going to retrieve that information whenever it required, and we can be able to find the relevant information for the particular record or particular person, whatever it is. Okay, but if the data is exceeds more than 10 lakhs or something else, maybe if it contains millions or billions of records, and each and every day the business is going to be generate huge volume of data, where should we place? Definitely we need some perfect place to hold the data, okay, and to perfect place to retrieve the data. Whenever placing the data is not a matter, and retrieval also it's a matter for us, right? So whenever we put some trillions of records and we want to retrieve the data, at the time at the time definitely we need some special server like data warehousing, which can be place the data and which can be retrieve the data, right? And what the definition is going to be tell you is heterogeneous means if the data is in Excel format, if the data is going to be generated in the text format, if the data is going to be generated in some other formats like semi-structured data, JSON, XML, or something else, right? Every data heterogeneous. Heterogeneous means different types of different means of data, okay, different types of formats. Heterogeneous data should be placed in a single place, which can be used which can be used for the BA system, okay, for data analysis and reporting purpose. So the data definitely can be useful for some analysis and reporting purpose. For that purpose, the real world required data warehousing for their regular businesses. Okay, that's what we are here for to learn the data warehousing. Okay, who needs data warehouse? So why we need data warehouse here? Okay, so let me come in this way. I'm not directly jumping into the course. Okay, so we need to be cover all these topics, right? We need to cover all these topics in the Snowflake. But instead of directly jumping into the Snowflake, I'm just giving the brief about what is data warehousing and why we need the data warehouse. And after that, I just let you know why the data warehousing people is going to be use the Snowflake, right? These are all sub modules. Like, see, if you understand why the data warehousing is required, what is the data warehouse and why data warehousing is required in the real world, then you can understand why we need the Snowflake. So if you understand the importance of the data warehousing, then you can understand the importance of the Snowflake, right? If you come here, so who needs the data warehouse? So the people who needs the decision makings, who really on mass amounts of data. So if it is 10 millions of 10 if it is 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, we definitely will go for some excels and information. But if the data is very huge in millions or trillions, right? So that means massive data, right? Mass amount of data. Okay, and those people is going to be decide on the decision makers, like those people want to take the decisions based on the data, right? those people definitely need the data warehousing. Okay, users who use customized complex process to obtain information from the multiple data sources. Okay, what the statement is exactly mean is, okay, if I receive the data in a format of Excel, that's a one means of format, and maybe some other source system is going to use in .txt format, and some other system is going to use JSON, and some other system is going to use XML data. Okay, different source system is going to be used in different ways. So to combine all these formats of data, maybe one is Excel, one is CSV, one is .txt, one is JSON, something else, right? So to combine all different formats of data into single source of data, definitely data warehousing should be required. That's what it means actually. Users who customize complex process to obtain information from multiple data sources. Okay. Okay. It is also used by the people who want simple technology to access the data. And see, uh, mm, if I'm going to use the data in Excel or something else, it has some limitations, and I can't able to join multiple Excels into single Excel. Okay, so at the time, maybe if I place the complete information into the data warehousing, which is nothing but the table format, in the table formats, right? So I can able to join this complete information, and I can get the desired results to my output, right? And the purpose I'm going to use the data warehousing. It is also essential for those people who want systematic approach for making decisions. Okay, maybe if you see, let me take one example of yours. Uh, See, this is one of the sample Excel, sample JSON file, which is in a semi-structured format, right? So which is in a semi-structured format, and I can't able to take the decisions based on this data. If the data is available in this format, I can't understand really like what exactly the record means, what exactly the remaining and the record is going to be tell the information for me. Okay, and if you go for some other JSON, okay, some other XML file, okay, the XML file is going to be showing this way, which is not going to be provided the meaningful information, and I can't understand based on this XML data. So definitely what I need to do is I need to be place this information into one structured format. Let me show how it is going to be. Let it be open. So time being, this is one of the XML data, which is a different format, and this is one of the JSON data, which is in a different format, and this is one of the XML data, CSV data, which is in a different format. Like for all the different formats of data, I need to be place all this information into the very meaningful way, which is nothing but the tabular format. So if you place this information into the tabular format, so that it's easy for me to understand what exactly the record is going to be tell, what the value of the respective record, and what exactly it means, right? For the purpose, we're going to use data warehousing. Okay, if the users want to fast performance on a huge amount of data, which is necessary for reports, grids, or charts, and then data warehousing provides useful. Okay, so to let you know about this topic, just let me take it as one example of reports. Okay, maybe you people already see these type of reports in real time. Maybe this can be useful. This can be visible most of the cases. Like if you see the cricket matches and all, you can easily understand. Then the Dhoni hit the matches, got the score in this particular over, and maybe this is the ratio of the is create average batting and everything. Like in the similar case, maybe this is one of the reporting purpose reporting, which can be built based on the data. So if you want to build this type of data in the real world, okay, so definitely the data should be in a very accurate manner, and the data should be available in the table format. To build such a efficient reports, so we are going to depend on multiple data sources. Either it is a CSV, either it is a XML, either it is a JSON, whatever the format. We are going to depend on multiple data sources, and we're going to combine that particular data and going to generate the very efficient reporting. Okay, to gen to combine the data and to place the data in a very effective way in the tabular format, definitely the data warehousing is the only one single solution to have the data in a tabular format, right? For that purpose, we're going to use the data warehousing. Okay, data warehousing is the first step if you want to discover hidden patterns of data flows and groupings. So we're going to group the data. That's a different aspect, right? Okay. let us come, like maybe you may ask me, in which areas data warehousing is useful. Maybe some people doesn't know what exactly data warehousing and which areas data warehousing is going to be useful. Maybe the front end people will know, the people who is working on Java and .NET and some other front end technologies, those people know, okay, to build the application to front end application and everything, the Java and everything is useful. And where data warehousing is useful, the data warehousing is going to be useful in number of domains. Maybe let us take in this way, in airline industries, okay, in banking industry, in healthcare industry, in public sectors, investment and insurance sectors, retail chains, telecommunications, okay, hospitality industries, like few other more industries is there. For the rough purpose and for the example purpose, I have taken these things. Like in every airline, definitely there is a database should be there, definitely 100%. There is no second thought in that. Well, if without the data warehousing, the airline industry is not going to be run. Okay, and obviously the banking, each and every record, each and every transaction of your account is going to be captured in data warehousing. That's going to be generate very meaningful information by end of the month. Maybe end of the month you're going to, if you ask the banking statement, it's going to be give very consolidated statement stating that so and so date you have done such a transactions, and that's the amount you have deposited or withdrawn, and some other location id, atm id, or banking things and everything, how it is going to be get. So definitely in the backend, each and every of your transaction is going to be posted in the data warehousing, and whenever you require, whenever you ask the information, it's going to be retrieve that information from the respective servers, right? So in the banking, without data warehousing, there is no banking operation should be done. And obviously the healthcare, if you're going to if you're going to admit into the hospital and it's going to be done such an such a reports, right? What is your what's our blood sugar levels, what's our bp information, everything will be, all the information is going to be captured in a uh, warehouse, and that information is going to be generated in a proper reporting purpose. Okay. And public sector, data is intelligence gathering. It helps government agencies to maintain and analyze the tax records, health policies records, and every individual. Like if you see other information, say, simple example, other. So whenever you want to find your other card, right, from the government portal, via uid.government.in, you just go there to the website, and if you enter your other code is going to be displayed there. How it is going to be happen? It's going to be happen because your complete other information is going to be stored in government servers, which is in a government data warehouse. So whenever you requested the information, it's going to be hit the servers and get the information from the respective servers, and it's going to be shown to you. In investment and insurance sectors, investment is nothing but the maybe everyday stock markets, and insurance sectors, like every individual has the insurance. Those are all information is going to be stored in a data warehouse. Whenever it required, it's going to be display your information. When the policy is expired, it's going to be display the it's going to be pop up the message to you stating that your insurance is going to be expired in a few days, you need to be renewal, right? So that information is going to be stored in data warehouse, and whenever we required, the respective information is going to be give it back to us, and the insurance claims and everything will be happen, right? And retail chain, obviously, the retail chain is nothing but the Walmart, DMarts, Reliance supermarkets, and which are the supermarkets. Lot many things is there, right? Every supermarkets and every retail business is going to be like, of course, your Amazon, Flipkart, and every business is going to be use data warehouse in the back end to store their values. Like if the product contains uh, the price of the product and quantity of the product and which customer is bought, which one, like all the information is going to be shown to you. And the last one is telecommunication. Obviously, each and every of your call will be recorded in a proper way, and that's your mobile number, your activation codes, and everything will be stored in a data warehousing of your telecommunication data warehouse, right? And hospitality industry, obviously, see, if you go for yatra.com or some hospital industry, like hotels, restaurants, and everyone has going to be stored their respective values, customer information, everything will be stored. So this is the sample examples of few other industries which is going to be use your data warehousing most efficiently. Okay, this is what about the data warehousing. Coming to the part, what is Snowflake? Okay, So in previous world, if you go for the things, right? Uh, so we just know what is data warehousing. Okay. And 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 in previously there is a few other data warehouse servers is already there in the market before cloud. Like let us take Oracle is one of the one of the data warehousing solution, and Teradata,
MS SQL.
MS SQL servers, right? And anything else?
Mm, right.
Like lot many is there, right? Lot many is there. Okay. So
Not many.
yeah,
Apache,
these are all.
Cassandra. Sorry,
Yeah,
Cassandra.
these are right. These are all on-premises data warehouse systems. If you agree, on-premises.
Yes.
On-premises database systems. Why? Because these servers, right? These servers will be available on any of the single location, okay? Any of the single location, and the complete responsibility of the servers is going to be taken care by the organizations. Let us take let us take one example. You have one own business. You have one own business like a supermarket, and you want to maintain your data warehouse, like how many products do you have, what is the price of each of the product, and how many a customer is going to buy, and you want to generate the report which product is going to be fastest way and which product is going to be um, mm, for a long time, which is not going to be not happening sales, and which is going to be stored for a long time, which is going to be expired. So you have your own business, and you want to maintain the data warehousing. You want to implement your data warehousing solutions. So at the time like these are all things like I'm talking about before cloud. Okay, the cloud is not happened. At the time, if you want to buy any data warehousing solutions, you just went to the Oracle team. Okay, you just ask the Oracle team, and they will give the quotation to you. Okay, and if you buy, they will send the server in 10 days to your location. Okay. If the servers come to your location, you need to make one specific room for that one, right? And one specific room, and after that you need to be maintain temperatures, it's very sufficient temperatures, and okay, and securities, and you need to be provide one security person to protect the servers. Why? Because maybe some of the persons will come into the room, and they can able to theft your servers, right? So you don't want to take the sense, and you have one security person need to be monitored there. And after that, maybe 1 year, some patches, maybe it's going for the upgradation, so you need to be upgrade the servers. And maybe if any natural calamity is going to be happen, right, you need to be take care of those things, like maybe uh, fire theft, right? And maybe if it is a cyclones, right? Natural,
Maybe
maybe few other things is going to be happen, and you need to be take care of those things every time, right? And you should be very cautious about these servers, and you need to be you bought you bought 100 GB of server here, and your business grows, and you need to be increase your Oracle server to 500 GB, 500 GB, right? Right at the time, again you need to go for the Oracle team, and you need to be purchase 500 GB of your servers, and you need to be come back. It's going to be take another 10 days, and it comes to the your location, and you need to be provide another rack to this 500 GB, and you need to be integrate this 100 GB with 500 GB and everything. So like in this way, if you discuss, maybe one day is not sufficient for us. Maybe a lot many challenges is there if it is in on-premises database systems. On-premises database systems. So to avoid all these problems in the current market, the people has brought one simple solution, which is nothing but the cloud. So what these people is telling that you don't need to worry about anything else. You don't need to worry about anything else. Okay, we are going to provide the complete server, whatever the size you want, and you don't want to wait for 10 days. Maybe if you're ready to buy, just buy now itself. You will make it as a server within 5 minutes for you. You'll make the servers for you. Of course, it's not going to be send it to you. We are going to maintain your server in a private location that will be very secure, and you don't need to worry about the security and theft anything. So that's not coming to your location. You don't need to worry. It's there. The cloud service providers is going to be maintain the servers in their own premises. Okay, and it's not coming to your location. And we don't need to you don't need to create any separate room for that one. And we need not to maintain about the temperatures and security things and upgradation things and natural calamities like fire, theft, or cyclones, whatever it is. And if you want to upgrade to the 500 GB, just send a mail or just request in a online, so that we'll make it is ready within a 5 minutes of time. Okay, so yeah, it's simple as usual. It makes everything is easy for us, right? One simple example, in the current market, if you want to travel from here to there, maybe if you want to travel from maybe if you're staying in Hyderabad, if you want to travel from Albinagar to Miapur, previously, if there is no like Uber services, or if there is no Rapido services, what we people suggest to do is, um, uh, probably we need to buy the car, okay, and we need to travel from here to there, and otherwise we need to go for the public transport, right? So nowadays what happened is the people is telling, why you need to buy the car? Simply, okay, free drive, review car is there, and few other services there. Those people is going to be buy the car, and they're going to maintain that cars for in a certain location. If you want to get the if you want the car for a period of time, okay, just pay the money. We'll provide the car for you. Okay, we'll provide the car for you. You get the car, you'll pay, just pay the money and you'll get the car. You can use it, when you can use how many days you want. If you want to use, just pay the amount, minimum amount for me, so that you can use your car. And the maintenance things and insurance things and whatever the police problems, whatever the things is there, everything, the company, the car company is going to be taking care. You don't need to worry about anything. Is the insurance is applied for the company, is the car, no need to worry. If the fuel is there, no need to worry. If any police problems is there, no need to worry. Those people is going to be take care. Okay, you need just pay the minimum value, like 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees. You just pay the amount. They will make the car ready for you, and you can use how many days if you want to use it, and you can return that car. That much of easy in this current market. In the similar way, the cloud team is telling, so we will make every software as it's a SaaS services, like software as a service. We will make everything is possible for you. Just pay the money. You just pay the money, like it's a rental purpose. You just pay the money. You can utilize the services how many days if you want to use, you can use it. If you want to use for 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, that's not a matter for us. So the billing system will be there. The billing is going to be generated for every monthly or every yearly or every 6 months, whatever it is. The frequency is different, but there's people is telling that if you pay the money, your services is at your doorstep. That's what the cloud intention. Okay, so in the current market, the cloud services are mostly AWS, Amazon Web Services, right? Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform is nothing but the GCP. These are all the market leaders in the current market. Okay, market leaders. These people is providing very good cloud services to the industry. So maybe up to you, up to us, we can choose our cloud services part. Like if the people interested to go for the Amazon Web Services, if the people is interested to go for the Microsoft Azure, if the people is interested for the Google Platform, just go for it. So everywhere the concept is same. So that those people are telling that the complete software service is going to be provide you at your doorstep. You just pay the amount. It's a rental purpose. You just pay the amount, and the services can be available for you at an instant time. No need to wait anything else. No need to worry about any upgradations. No need to worry about any patches, anything else. It's as simple as. Okay, so these services have almost all services. Like maybe if you take an example, if you use the Amazon Web Services, okay, one simple example is using the web services. You can able to using the AWS services. Okay, you can easily launch your satellite without having anything else. If you're going to ready to pay the amount, right? If you're ready to pay the amount, maybe it is $1 million. Okay, you can able to launch your own satellite to maybe moon or something else. Okay, like that many services are available here. That many services. It has Java, .NET, PHP, Python, whatever, whatnot, data warehousing and machine learning and testing and whatnot. Almost all services are there. Maybe you need to be select your respective services, and you can use that services, and you need to pay for that one. Okay, yeah, for that one, in the similar way, like Microsoft Azure also there, Google Cloud Platform also there. Every GCP, every cloud is going to be have its own services, and every service is available in this cloud parts, right? Up to us, we can use our own things. Okay, so it has its own data warehouse system. Amazon is Redshift, and Azure is nothing but Amazon, Azure something else. I didn't remember exactly, and it has its own service. Every way cloud services has its own data warehousing. Okay, so now here Snowflake is going to be competed with among all this. Snowflake is cloud data warehouse. Cloud data warehouse. Okay, of course, what I'm going to tell you is the instead of maintaining the on-premises and everything, the trend is already over. The trend is already over. The no one customer is preferred to maintain the servers in a on-premises things. Everyone is going to be moved to the cloud nowadays. Everyone in the next 4 5 years, nothing will be available in on-premises. Everything is going to be moved to the cloud. Okay, so maybe a few other service providers like these three cloud services is going to be provide best services in the industry. Okay, and it has almost all services: .NET, PHP, Python, machine learning. As I told earlier, right? It has almost all services, including the data warehousing. How Snowflake is came to your picture is Snowflake is providing the cloud data warehousing solutions. It doesn't have any other services. Maybe if you take it as AWS, it contains machine learning, data, .NET, Java, everything, right? But coming to the Snowflake, it doesn't have any other services, any other software technologies. Only it has the cloud warehouses. Cloud warehouses. Okay. With this cloud warehouse, it's going to be competitive with the remaining cloud service providers. With these cloud services, it's going to be competitive with the remaining cloud services. Okay, as you take an example, you have your own business, your supermarket. Okay, and if you want to implement the data warehousing solution, you have the options of four in your mind. Maybe if it is AWS, if it is Azure, if it is a Google Cloud, and Snowflake also there. If you're going to choose for the data warehousing, there is four options will be available. If you're going to choose any Java applications, there is no option in the Snowflake. You don't need to think about the Snowflake, because Snowflake is not going to be provide any Java technologies here. It has purely data warehousing solutions, right? Here, so if you go for if you're owning the supermarket and if you want to implement the data warehousing solutions, you have four options in your mind, and you are going to select any of the best services which is going to be benefit your business. You may be think of building system, you may be think of speed, you may be think of maintenances, you may be think of upgradations, whatever it is. Like lot many features and lot many technology aspects is there to decide your data warehousing. So we are here to discuss what are the benefits the Snowflake is going to be do to you, and what is the best the Snowflake is providing while compared to the remaining cloud services parts. At the time, you confidently says that, okay, if you're going to have the data warehouse solution for the supermarket, definitely you're going to choose the Snowflake. Why? Because you know the advantages and you know how to implement such a solutions. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss. These are all the topics, like what exactly the Snowflake, what exactly the best features Snowflake has, and how it is going to be implemented. And if you become the expertise in this area, in the Snowflake, right, or what exactly the functionalities is going to be do. If any of the customers across the globe, like lot many thousands of lakhs of customers is there, and thousands of customers is going to be the Snowflake, right? So at the time, the people need you. If you know the Snowflake technology and how to implement such a solution in Snowflake, and your expertise in the Snowflake, definitely the customers required you, the people who know the Snowflake, and those people need you to implement the technology solutions, and they need to load the data, to unload the data, to generate the reports and everything, whatever it is. So we are here to discuss about what exactly the Snowflake is going to be benefit to the customers, and how it is going to be give the very good performance, what is the architecture of the component, or what is the architecture of the database, why it's giving very good performance compared to the remaining database solutions, remaining database and cloud database solutions, and how it is going to be store the data, how it is going to be load the data, how it is going to be handle the different formats of data, in everything. So this is what about the Snowflake course, and that's going to be give the very brief about the course. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, maybe when the session is going to be started, we'll continue the topic by topic, and we're going to explain each and every topic, and we'll list out all the SQL statements as well to execute the statements. I will make you the practice as well. Right, this is more about the introduction. Do you have any questions in your mind, so that I'm happy to assist you?
What is the prerequisite to learn this Snowflake? We need to very much efficient with good knowledge on SQL.
Vinu, yes. The prerequisites should be like you have some basic knowledge on the SQL as well. Okay, so everything we're going to build on the SQL only. So
Mhm.
definitely we have the very some basic knowledge on SQL that will be going to be helpful to you.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone? Muniraj, Dev Kumar,
Yeah,
Durga,
Venkat,
Gangadhar.
in data warehouse, we are storing the live data or historical data, Venkat?
Both Dev Kumar, both the things. There
Okay,
is no segregation like historical or something else, but we are going to store the live data as well as the historical data, both the things.
okay, okay. Thank you.
హాయ్ గుడ్ మార్నింగ్.
Hey, good morning.
రేపు క్లాస్ ఏ టైంకి ఉండిద్దో మళ్ళీ మీకు అప్డేట్ చేస్తాం రేపు మార్నింగ్ ఒకసారి. ఆ టైంకి ఈ లింక్ లోనే జాయిన్ అవ్వండి.
Okay, that's from the management side. That's update from the management side. You just note it down.
హలో ఉన్నారా మున్రాజ్, దుర్గా గంగాధర్, వేణు,
Yeah,
దేవ్
yeah, they're
కుమార్?
they're there, they're there, but they're on mute. Yeah,
Yeah, ఓకే ఫైన్.
that's
ఇది
fine.
క్లాస్ మార్నింగ్ అవర్స్ లో ఉంటుందండి, ఈవినింగ్ అవర్స్?
Yeah, it was.
మార్నింగ్ ఉంటుంది. నేను ఒకసారి మీకు కాల్
Morning.
మార్నింగ్
చేస్తాను,
అవర్స్.
మళ్ళీ అప్డేట్ చేస్తాను. మీకు కాల్ చేస్తాను అప్డేట్ కోసం. మీకు ఏమైనా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉంటే అప్పుడు
ఓకే,
చెప్పండి. ఓకే
ఓకే, 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 ఫైన్.
ఓకే.
Anything? Any doubts do you want to clarify at this moment?
Here you said the cloud, right? So then Microsoft Azure is there, AWS is there. Why we need to learn the Snowflake? Apart from that, even cloud also we can use the Snowflake, some databases, Blob or ADLS Gen 2 is there, right? What are the extra features in the Snowflake compared to those storage areas? Why we need to learn the
Exactly.
Snowflake?
Exactly, Venu. That's what we are here, right? So we are here to learn what the benefit the Snowflake is going to be do for the customers, well compared to the remaining cloud service providers. So these are the I have already showed the right the topics whatever we're going to cover. Those topics is going to be those are the key objects which are available in the Snowflake, which is going to be benefit to the customers and which is going to be competitive with the remaining cloud service providers. And definitely I will tell you the architecture wise, the architecture is going to be benefit to the Snowflake to make it is a best in the industry. So the retrieval and storing the storage of the data tables, right, and the retrieval of the data is very much faster well compared to the remaining cloud service providers. That is going to be benefit to the billing systems and to the customers as well. I will explain all those topics how it is going to be more helpful well compared to the remaining cloud service providers.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? Otherwise, maybe we'll wind up the call and we'll catch you whenever the people is going to be tell you, right? I think you people are convenient with the course and all, right?
Yeah, yes, Venkat.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yep. We're going to sign off for this today and we'll catch you later, right? Thank
Yeah,
you all.
ఓకే,
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
బాయ్.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.